Ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin. Zweite Session der Happy Bet German Darts Open 2017 und wir starten mit einem jungen Mann aus England. 25 Jahre ist er alt. Vielleicht erinnert sich der ein oder andere, im Finale stand er 2015 bei den World Youth Championship und verlor das Match knapp gegen Max Hopp. Aktuell ist er die Nummer 164 der Welt. Wir freuen uns, dass er hier ist. The Asp, Nathan Aspinall. Nathan Aspinall nimmt es mit dem Weltranglisten 14. auf. Er ist der UK Open Champion aus dem Jahre 2012. Er gewann 2015 den World Grand Prix. Aus Schottland, The Thorn, Robert Thornton. Best of 11 Legs heißt die Distanz bis einschließlich zum Finale. Man braucht also 6 Legs, um in die zweite Runde einzuziehen. Und auch den Caller dieser ersten Partie wollen wir herzlich begrüßen. Es ist The Voice himself, Russ Bray.
Well, welcome back to the Happy Bet German Darts Open for the evening session here on day one of the tournament. 8 games on the way to complete our second round lineup. That's when the seeded players enter the fray tomorrow, the likes of Michael van Gerwen and Peter Wright. We've got some big names on the way this evening. Former Players Champion Paul Nicholson, Andy the Hammer Hamilton, former world finalist, the big King Kong ding-dong between Mervyn King and Robbie Green, as well as 16-year-old Nico Bloom on his Euro Tour debut, the post-nation qualifier taking on another young gun, but made to look comparatively ancient, Josh Payne. But we start with the Asp, who's just made his way onto stage, Nathan Aspinall, and given us the full Wes Newton dance, waving both arms in the air, as if he just don't care. Taking on the 3-time major champion, Robert Thornton, the Thorn. I'm Dan Dawson, Chris Murphy alongside me in the comments box.
First leg, Nathan to throw first. Game on!
Yeah, 2 players that have opted to just chop their name in half for the nickname. Aspinall and Thornton, but you ran through some of the games there, Dan. I think this is one of the best
96
first round sessions at a European darts tournament for a while.
It's got the potential to be, certainly.
On paper. But yeah, what a start here. Robert Thornton against Nathan Aspinall. Former World Youth Championship finalist. Now playing his trade on the Challenge Tour.
One
He's hit a 182 already. He had an incredible result, really, in qualifying, beating Kyle Anderson 6-0 to get here.
That, for me, is probably the standout result from the UK qualifiers. 6-0 against Kyle Anderson. I remember Kyle got done 10-0 at the UK Open in the quarterfinals, but there was a mitigating factor there where it was so cold he couldn't actually feel his darts properly. But Kyle had already won a game to get to that point that evening. So 6-0 against Kyle Anderson. Not many people will do that to the original. Very, very good player. Thornton
Beat Terry Temple and Ray Campbell, both 6-2. This is a very, very good leg. From Aspinall. Looks like a solid 15 dart holder thrower coming up, but he has to hit the
55.
double.
Nathan, you require 48.
Well, 16 or 8. It's the 16. Gave himself a chance at either.
Game sharp.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. It is a 15 dart hole. Doesn't have a tour card at the moment. Nathan Aspinall did hold one for a couple of years, but was unable to win it back at Q School at the start of this year. Did enough just to be able to compete in these Euro Tour qualifiers. They changed the rules this year, so only the top 32 from Q School who didn't get tour cards would be allowed to play in the UK qualifiers. Otherwise, it's just anybody who turns up.
43.
Honestly, these are lucrative. There's a lot of prestige, and they play a big, big part in people well, the only part in qualifying for the European Championship now. So they wanted to have that as a reward for people who've actually showed a commitment to playing at Q School, and for those who've got the necessary quality to be able to go and turn it on a big European stage, being broadcast in several different countries. I don't know how many countries are going out to. Lots, anyway.
All of them. All of the countries.
59.
And I know Robert Thornton's been a very relieved man to have qualified for the last couple of European Tour events. The players that highly rank like him expect to be in all the big tournaments. And when he's got to go through the qualifiers, well, as we've seen with the result Aspinall produced against Kyle Anderson, no certainties.
43.
They lost, of course, to James Wade in Hildesheim last weekend. Not Hildesheim, Jena. Hildesheim, the one he didn't qualify for.
84 left. And that'll be 79.
39. Sorry. Yeah, 39.
Yeah, there we go. We've got there together, the three of us.
Well, he likes double top, doesn't he, Robert? So
100.
could look at.
Robert, you require 79.
Well, he looks like he's going down the board. He'll end up on double top in the end by virtue of not hitting the treble.
59. Nathan, you require 144.
Well, to double his lead. Not going to happen. Not this visit at any rate. Thornton will come back and have a look at double 10.
Robert, you require
for
20.
not a particularly pretty leg, but a winning
shot
leg.
on the second leg. Robert Thornton, third leg, Nathan to through first.
Well, Robert Thornton's been, let's say, putting in a mixed bag of performances. Seen him a few times on the
60.
live stream Pro Tour events, throwing really good darts at times within the same match, and then there was one match recently against Jermaine Watamina where he
87.
bust his remaining 25 in a deciding leg, having missed the ball for the match by hitting double 17. But
95.
he tells us that day in the first round he'd beaten Jamie Caven 6-1 with an astonishing average and missed double 12 for a 9-darter.
Yeah, 114 average, and the only dart at double he missed was double 12 for a 9-darter to win the match, which he then won in 10 darts, coming back next visit.
140.
The following day, poor old Jamie drew Robert again first round, and Robert again beat him 6-1.
Not having much luck at the moment, Jamie Caven.
104.
104 from Robert Thornton gets him down to the big finish. Aspinall just finding darts low at the moment, just below that treble
58.
bed.
Robert, you require 170.
Well, the big one. He's not going to go.
55.
Well, that last dart
Nathan, you require
has given Aspinall
148.
an advantage. He'll hope to be back.
58.
So Robert will take
Robert, you
aim.
require
Treble 20, 15 and tops. Yes.
Game
Yes,
shown
Robert
at
Thornton.
Third leg. Robert Thornton, full leg, Robert at
And that's a break of
first.
throw.
Well, double tops is his double of choice, Robert Thornton, and we were having a chat with him earlier on, weren't we? Where, I mean, look, I think I may have referred to Robert Thornton as one of, if not the best tops hitter in the world when he's on form, but not just me who thinks
55.
that. James Wade, the man who said it, said that after what Robert calls the best game he's ever played. Incredible game at the Grand Prix
96.
year before he won it, where both men threw 9 darters in a double start tournament.
Yeah, great insight he gave us into that match, Robert
60.
Thornton. He just travelled back that day from his mum's funeral. Turns up, gets a 9-darter hit against him, only the second time it'd ever been done in a double start tournament, and then hits one back. Brilliant match.
And he wasn't very far off winning it either, Robert Thornton.
66.
And the next year he did go and win the whole shebang.
He did. With an 80-1 outsider, and you know what? Ooh, unlucky there for Nathan. You know what?
79.
was the precursor to that. It was victory on the Euro Tour. A stunning win against James Wade in the semi-finals in Dusseldorf. Averaged 111, destroyed Wade in that match, and then went on to win in the final. He was untouchable basically for the entire evening session, the quarter-final, semi-final and the final. Averaged 100 right the way through the tournament. And that was when Robert Thornton signalled his intent that he was in form going into that business end of the season, the back end of the year. He got so many major tournaments. And he did go on and complete a third major win. But of course, it's not been very good for him since then. But I'll pick that up in a second, because Aspinall's looking to break straight back with double 16. And there it is, 14-dart reply from Nathan Aspinall. It's good enough for a break and a 2-2. Levelling of the scores.
Game on.
Well, cast your mind back to 2012 and the UK Open, where Robert Thornton took the title as a 250-1 outsider.
And you look at Thornton and how he's been around for ages. I mean, he's a 250-1 outsider, but he had won World Masters before. You know, he was a serious player. I know that Robert has dropped in and out of the rankings a couple of times for various reasons. One, of course, he's very seriously ill with pneumonia for a while. Had to battle his way back. But you wonder how you can make Robert Thornton 250-1 to win anything in darts. Oh, look, I'll give you longer odds for winning the 100 metres at the Olympics, but in darts, he's a big scorer, and when he's on form, he's a phenomenal finisher, particularly on double top. He's always got a chance.
Yeah, and a proud record of the players that he's beaten in those major wins as well. Van Gerwen at the Grand Prix, Taylor in the final of the UK Open.
As World Masters, he beat Darryl Fitton, but he beat the then world #1 Martin Adams on the way. Of all three big title wins, he has beaten the best around at the time. That takes some doing.
140.
He's in a battle here, though. This is good.
145.
Leave him 65.
Nathan, you require 70.
Pressure moment this for Nathan Aspinall. Great dart.
Game
Fantastic stuff. Well, Nathan Aspinall was taking out 86 in 2 darts and then 70 in 2 darts in consecutive legs for back-to-back 14 darters. And this might be the sort of stuff that he was chucking at Kyle Anderson in the final round of qualifying for this when he won 6-0.
Yeah, the winner of this one will go on to take on number 6 seed Dave Chisnell, who took the weekend off over Easter, decided not to travel to Jena, but seemed to do the trick, didn't it? Won 2 games in the Premier League last night and will be coming here full of confidence.
Yeah, average 104 in both of those games, Dave Chisnell, so he will be flying.
140.
Decent stuff this from Aspinall. There you see, 95 average almost. He's hitting 75% of his doubles.
60.
Here's an interesting one as well. He reached the World Youth final, didn't he, Nathan Aspinall? Lost out to Matt Topp. But lost 56. His tour card last year, was unable to get it back, and now he's 25, so he's too old to play on the development tour. He's playing on the Challenge Tour. I guess it's kind of a couple of years of perhaps make or break. Is he going to progress and be a full-time professional darts player? I mean, he's certainly got the darts.
That's his second maximum. And, oh, well, what a shot this would be from Robert Thornton. Unable to find the treble 19.
139.
He's and left himself double 1.
He just glanced back afterwards then, and I think he kind of just aimlessly threw that into
shot in a 6 leg.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Nathan Aspinall, 7th leg, Nathan at first.
It's next to his favourite double top, isn't it?
It is.
He was telling us before that
game on.
He doesn't mind when he misses tops and 10s because 5's right next to double top, and he always feels confident up there.
And what you will mind is the fact that Nathan Aspinall has chucked a trio of 14 dart legs that have helped turn the tide from being 2-1 down. And it's the 25-year-old who, as you say, you know, it's an important stage of his career. Is he going to make it as a professional dart player? You don't know when any darter is going to reach their peak. I mean, arguably Gary Anderson hasn't reached his peak until his 40s. But Nathan Aspinall, having made the World Youth Final and shown glimpses of his potential, would this be, you know, a year on the Challenge Tour, perhaps have some success there, potentially go and win back your tour card for the following year?
100.
Could stand him in very good stead. You've seen how Rob Cross has launched himself into senior PDC darts after a few months on the Challenge Tour. Ryan Searle, same thing.
He does have some stage experience as well, Aspinall, as a result of getting to that youth final. He played in the Grand Slam of Darts last year. Lost games to Danny Noppert, Mensah,
121.
Raymond van Barneveld.
Quite a tough group, to be fair.
Well,
42.
Robert Thornton
Nathan, you require 74.
chucked that last dart in a manner that he's not used to. Look at this from Aspinall.
Game shot in the 7th leg. Nathan Aspinall, 8th leg. Robert to throw first.
Unintentional double-double, I think, but giving him a 5-2 lead. And Robert Thornton now has to do this for the rest of the match.
Yeah. Well, it's a start. His first 180. But Nathan Aspinall has only missed one dart at double in the entire match so far.
44.
There you see, 5 out of 6. To be fair, Robert Thornton's only missed one, but just hasn't had as many chances as Aspinall.
93.
Namely because Aspinall keeps leaving himself a finish and taking it out. 86, 70, 74, 44, 48. Made to look
83.
very, very simple by the Stockport man.
He's playing very, very well.
95.
Consistently stayed around the mid-90 average all the way through the game. We know that Robert Thornton can play much better than how he's playing.
Robert, you require 100.
So we won't write him off just yet. Can click at any time. We saw him start this leg with a 180. And he's going to leave himself very handy on that favourite double.
Yeah, well, this should be Robert Thornton's. Aspinall's not going to get to a finish, even if he'd fired that last run in the treble 20. So tops for Thornton. And that will do. It's a 13-dart response for Robert Thornton. But he's got to win the next 3, and 2 of those are against the throw, and that is not easy. There you see. There's that one leg, that second leg, which went 19 darts, but everything else has been in 5 visits to the board, so pretty neat and tidy stuff. Aspinall's average is around about the 93, 94 mark, and that's because in a couple of those legs that Thornton has won, he hasn't been very close. Drags your average down. But it's been pretty solid stuff.
100.
And as we know, it doesn't really matter. If you lose by 300 points in a leg, it doesn't really matter, as long as you win well in the legs that you do go and win.
Well, it's slipping away from Thornton. We've got to either hope that Aspinall makes an almighty mess of this
78.
now, or he produces something special in the next couple of visits.
Well, it's going to have to be very special.
59.
That's just 59, and Robert Thornton, little Scotsman, not happy with his own performance. You can understand why. Nathan Aspinall will be happy with his, though, because that is 180 number 3. And the 25-year-old is just 43 points away from a meeting with Dave Chisnell in the second round. That's a ton 40, but it might be too little too late for the Thorn, because the 3-time major champion is out of the German Darts Open. Nathan Aspinall, a 6-3 victor. A strong return to the European Tour for Nathan Aspinall. It's only his 3rd Euro Tour in his career, but he is safely through to the second round for just the 2nd time as a pro darter. And we will see him take on Dave Chisnell, the number 6 seed, tomorrow. Grab a quick couple of words from the former world finalist Andy the Hammer Hamilton back on the Euro Tour. He's taking on the dream maker, the dancing young Belgian Dimitri van den Berg.
Noch eins draufpacken müssen, denn morgen wartet dann Dave Chisnell. Nathan, congratulations. That's a great win against Robert, number 14 in the world. That's cool.
Yes, brilliant. I seen the draw last night, and I thought, bloody hell, you know, it's a tough game, but I'm confident in my own ability. But if I play well, you know, get in front, then I can win this, and that's what I did.
Did you watch the Premier League yesterday?
I did.
Dave played really well. He's your next opponent.
He's playing very well. Good friends with Jizzy. You know, last night he was phenomenal. Hopefully he's tired himself out.
Okay, that's cool. See you tomorrow again. Thank you very much. Nathan Aspinall.